can even hear singing. It feels so romantic.
Honored guests.
Isn't Cerydra supposed to be the focus of the banquet? But she's not even here. Why is it so difficult to talk to her?
You two have been wandering around the venue and haven't mingled with anyone. Have the attendants not taken care of you well?
No, we love it here. It's just... we're a little concerned, seeing how the Imperator still hasn't arrived.
Don't worry. I know what you've been waiting for. Come, sit with me for a while, will you? I'd like to share a personal secret with you. See here? This is Fagusa's dew of divine blood, the sweetest of all the 12 bottles. How is it? Sweet enough? Calm at times, tempestuous at others. That's the taste of the ocean. It'll do you good to understand Fagusa's fickleness before we set off to face their waves. Just like how you're about to understand the secrets within this dew. Now, please turn around. Very, very quiet. The dew of other gods all intoxicate humans, but the god is an antidote that can awaken humans from a sea siren. Since the start of this banquet, all the guests have been under the spell of my song. None of them can see the Imperator and that Fioros. But you two, I wish for you to see the truth.
Is this also what the Imperator wants?
This is my personal request. I can't bring myself to trust that Fioros. The Flame Chase army changed after he descended with Orynyx's divination and brought the prophecy of you are the deliverers of the prophecy and know about him far more than I do. Then we can show the Imperator the right path.
Oh, but isn't this acting behind...
Amphorius has become far too weak. Even heroic action then. Ensure I'm pointing my sword towards the true end.
Can you promise me something, Miss Hysilens? My friend has in fact come here to stop that villain's evil scheme. Our goals are aligned, but as to the decision the Imperator must make, she has no wish to transgress her authority. I believe the Imperator will be able to tell right from wrong.
I never doubted your loyalty. Provided we can gain the advantage in this tug of war, that is. Now, return to the feast. Bring this cup with you and keep your distance. Pretend you are still and I'll control the moisture in the air. That way, you'll be able to listen to sounds from afar as if you are a whale of the depths. And I wish you a victory in this first skirt.
It's the exciting and thrilling undercover part of the adventure. Let's mingle in the crowds here. Relax. Relax. Try.
Where's the Imperator? Still not here. That little imp is always acting. Whatever. Pour me another.
Though she has succumbed to drunkenness, she still...
A criticism of my height is a grave enough insult already. She should be dismembered.
Do you often test the loyalty of your...
You jest. The Imperator does not need blind loyalty. As long as one can prove they have value, Let's cut to the chase, Theoros. If I pass the trial and grasp this world...
The answer is simple. I will...
Don't waste my time. Be precise.
Allow me to adjust my statement. I will correct the regulations within the... Then we will be able to decimate the forces beyond the sky that are trying to...
But you previously said that Iron Tomb is unrivaled in power.
There is a federation of warships named the Cerydra Alliance. Warlike and old-fashioned. A cult named the Genius Society. Loosely organized, but steeped. That so-called Deliverer is part of that last group. Those vagabonds mistakenly believe they can connect the stars. Well, there are countless other organizations besides, but when the Lord Rabbit...
The Ackman Alliance?
If those civilizations are not as feeble as you describe, then they may still have some value in test. That being said, even the smallest and weakest city-states should build an obelisk to the Imperator, so that their people can constantly recall. Walk a little longer with me, Theoros.
I don't like how this is going. Our little Imperator seems fascinated by the destruction.
Great fight. A little sea hare? It seems like they're still talking. Get closer. I'll keep carrying their voices to you.
What a difficult situation. No matter how we position our forces, this battle against Fagusa will result in many casualties.
That's not something you or I should consider. The Imperator has already placed the chess pieces. We just need to fight for her until our last breath.
How astonishing. The commanders under you have such different personalities, yet they share the same loyalty.
He's looking this way. Quick, do something and pretend we can't see them. Slow down.
Are you okay?
What's the matter?
My apologies. I was just... And it seems like... Let us continue our previous conversation regarding the soldiers fighting for you. Are they aware of the price they must pay for the trial of law? If I recall correctly, you've already lost a bout against Talanton due to offering insufficient sacrifices.
You dare mention my name alongside the word lost?
Forgive my transgression, great Imperator.
Watch your words and actions. All you need to know is that my victory in the trial is guaranteed. Even without the trial of law, they've already sworn to give their lives for my conquest. So tell me, if everything happens according to our agreement, How would you recommend I deal with that deliverer?
Good question. Do not let her fool you. That woman from beyond the sky contains a seed of ruin within her body. She must not be allowed to tarnish your glory. Therefore, the wisest decision would be to hand her over to me.
You plan to torture her?
Calling it experimentation would be more appropriate.
The guest's patience is running thin. I plan to remove the Fantasia and head into the banquet. I will heed your advice. Leave for now, Theoros, and go back to Akama. You don't want to confront those two directly either, do you?
Indeed. It's a pity that anti-Catherians are lightweights when it comes to drinking. Before I leave, I would like to make a toast to your boundless ambition, using my spirit instead.
As I expected. That Theoros' scheme. Thank you for your bravery, guests. It's time for me to dispel the Fantasia. This will be the Imperator's last public address before I will try to get you a chance to speak, and I'll also prepare for any contingencies. The rest is up to you. You should head back to your seats for now.
The Imperator! The Imperator has arrived!
No need for formalities. I should be apologizing for my tardiness instead. The hour draws late, and I trust you have all had your fill of brews. Therefore, I will not observe the usual ceremonies. Any war...
The Imperator's word is law.
Are you out of your mind, Dux Frigoris? The Imperator hates flattery most of all.
A joyous atmosphere is a better fit for showing me your resolve. I believe that you, my dukes, will do all you can to assist in the campaign against Fagusa, just as you always have. However, it's a pity that I have never tested your loyalty.
What does she mean?
The purpose of tonight's banquet is not to raise our morale, but to establish which allies our alliance can actually trust. And sever the heads of the traitors as a toast to all before we march. Yes, some among us have discarded their vows in order to foment vile conspiracies. Now listen! These traitors are standing right here in broad daylight. Dux Gladiorum hysilens. She used the sea siren song to immerse the crowds in an illusion and conceal her whereabouts. She then worked with those from beyond the sky to spy on confidential matters, hoping to rob the core flame by force and harm me.
Imperator, I can explain.
Silence! Do you remember remember who used to own this blade? She met you. It was Kindness, the head of the cleaners, under the shade of the olive groves. But now, they all lie silent. They now fear me. If you have any last words, say them to the Imperator. Then, face her
After I cross this river, it will be a tragedy for mankind. If you are ready, then I'll follow you and fight to the last.
That's right, friend. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify.
You think you can slay a king using your words instead of a sword? I'll have it. Show me the weight of rhetoric from beyond the sky.
Let's try to watch our words, kid. Before I arrived in this world, the Chrysos heir of world-bearing was a young man with the pseudonym of Finan. He came from Aedes Elysiae in order to combat the lies of the Era Nova and deliver Amphorius from the ending of destruction. He lived through history 30 million times. Hope and Cyrene, the young woman standing beside me, also carries an equally heavy destiny. Lygus is not a guide at all. He doesn't care about Amphorius, and cares even less about your— The only thing he cares about is completing the Amphorian experiment, making sure Iron Tomb is born into this world, and using it to utterly— He will most certainly betray you. When that time comes, all of us will be— I walk the path of the Trailblaze. My friends and I have always obeyed the creed of explore, understand, establish, and connect. Conquest and destruction are never ways to build bridges between people. Therefore, if you choose the way of— Then I'll place your ambitions in the same basket as Lygus, and smash them into pieces with my baseball bat.
That was truly a chaotic speech. All that needs to be said has been said. Dux Frigoris, Dux Bromalis, escort the traitors to the prison. Before the next entry hour, I will give them an end befitting of their betrayal.
Great Imperator, your ambition certainly.
You're still here, Theoros.
Of course. As the Theoros, I simply cannot miss this moment, miss witnessing the fall. Or perhaps I am waiting for you to give me an answer. Use such a clumsy excuse as imprisonment to ensure the Deliverer's safety.
So you finally tossed aside your act.
I must point out that you are just as impressive an actor. This banquet was always going to be a game of chess, where you would try to control both sides and turn both them and me into your pawns.
That's right. That little Imperator never trusted anyone. She was always trying to see which side had more sincerity. All right, we'll listen to you. Here you go. Also, please pass on a message to the Imperator from us. She can trust my friend, anywhere, anytime. But as to the decision the Imperator must make, he has no wish to transgress her authority. We just want to tell her everything we know. Now, use your identity and add in a bit of experience and charm and testify to the Imperator as we promised. And we won. Sincerity will always remain the greatest shortcut to people's hearts.
I can toss your words right back at you like Kyrgyz. Why would someone as powerful as you pretend to be immortal and kneel before me? Unless you enjoy giving flattery and prostrating yourself.
You are mistaken. I am only trying to ensure the experiment's autonomy, meticulousness, and perfection, thus avoiding any unexpected outcomes. A forceful intervention will only create larger errors, reduce efficiency, and introduce ugliness. How had you fulfilled your promise of giving the law to me and completing... Oh, but you broke your promise. What a pity. In that case, I must carry out my duty as the administrator and eradicate all factors such as you and her.
Careful.
Careful.
What was that voice? Was it Orynyx?
I found you. I finally found you. Be careful. This land will face disaster.
The time of judgment is nigh, my lady. The prison I have built for you is now come. In the name of the erudition, I invite you to step into the same cage as mine. What's the meaning of this, Imperator?
I did not permit you to act. A ruler is the only one who can decide their subject's destiny.
But, great Imperator, what judges destiny is not the ruler, but gods.
Don't forget, my realm only allows for the existence of humanity. Moreover, dealing out extrajudicial punishment equates to defying the law, and the culprit is
But you have seen how I can erase life from this world with just a clap of my hands. I fear you are still quite unaware of your current situation. I am giving you a simple choice. To collaborate, or to be destroyed. There is no other way.
shameless behavior. If that were true, you would have killed me long ago. You, in fact, cannot kill me. I guessed it the first time I beheaded you. Because of the law, you cannot be completely destroyed. And the same is true of the Chrysos heirs. more you bluff now, the more you are proving that conjecture to be true.
What magnificent foresight! I once regarded this precious quality of yours as a sure sign of my ultimate victory. But now, I have to admit that I made a mistake. Yet, as a mere mortal, how will you contend against the Theoros?
We are both slaves to hubris. But do you know what differentiates us, Lycurgus? I will never be blinded by my pride. If I wish to break the scale's balance, I only need to appeal to external forces and use them for my own ends.
Finally, we get to meet face to face, Senior Society member.
I offer sincere acknowledgments for your many past achievements, but I must deeply regret your current perspective.
Trust me when I say that you aren't the only one feeling.
So you two are the allies from beyond the sky the Deliverer spoke of, and why she demanded the divine authority of law. Come and prove your strength to me. Show me the power of these so-called paths. I have spent much time and effort to secure this treasure from beyond the sky just for this moment.
In the name of the Sovereign of planet Scrulum, your allies have responded to your call, esteemed Imperator. Please allow me to spell the situation out for you, Lord Lycus. Permission to read the ultimate protocol is already in my hands. It'll only be a matter of time before we acquire the authority to write and execute commands as well.
There's no way the flame chase journey will continue after you've burnt your bridges so thoroughly like this. Do you really think you can still win? Oh, seriously. Don't embarrass us.
I understand that a near zero possibility doesn't, which means the same principle also. You will never be a match for me in a world constructed. Why don't you entertain this possibility? What if I reduced Akama to rubble and ground her people into minced meat? Would the heroes then once again does not listen? Iron Tomb is fated to be born. You may shackle me. And what I just mentioned is only one.
This is the place out. This doesn't feel the same as before.
Warning! 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 Warning!
Command.
Since we parted ways last time, I have modified the exomyth into an audience area. I understand your anger, but this could, in fact, be a one in this place. The answer concerning the total. Do you see me as there? I am certainly not. I have tried so. Oh, how I eat, but now. Should that arrogant I must have, but you won't have to wait long.
Where time flows slower than within Euphorius? How can I...
Can you hear me? Little one.
Is that...
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Hurry up! Put some speed into it! That old Intellitron overlooked one little detail, and Screwy and I finally found an opportunity. Let's keep it short. While you were gone, well, in those few years, Amphorius... Yes, time dilation, resulting in an uneven flow. Don't you know this already? Let's stick to the main points. The Chrysos heirs activated the chronocognitive anchor and helped Skrullum and me open a hole in the firewall. We made some adjustments, so he can't attack us immediately, but it won't.
Critical warning! Critical warning!
Time is running out. It'll probably take a long time for Screwy and me to completely break this cage before Chrysos heirs have a full grasp of the law. To be safe, we'll continue to launch side-channel attacks on the system to give you opportunities to escape. You need to seize these opportunities. We detected another path's influence.
Critical warning!
Its power is strong. Maybe it will use the path's power. Make it detect you.
Unauthorized communication terminated.
Is Herta saying a certain path's faction has... I mastered the powers of different paths in my previous journeys. Think hard and figure out exactly, are these showing my memories? With the Stellaron in my body, a world that'll give rise to a Lord Ravager would definitely draw the attention of the destruction. But what if I end up pulling in the Antimatter Legion? Or the Annihil... Failure is not necessarily a bad thing. This power was... I obtained the flaming lance left by the architects, and gained the power of the That's right! No matter how far away a planet is, the IPC is guaranteed to pay attention, as long as there's a business opportunity. Isn't it? Besides, even if I can't call up my friends from the IPC... Seems like since Amphorius has no overseas market, the IPC's hand can't... I received the Watchmaker's hat in Penacony, and declared war against the Order. That's right. The benevolent family must still remember me for saving them. Come, dear hat. I've put you aside for quite a few chapters already. Sing with Clocky. The world... Doesn't Lygus want this story to have background music? He has such terrible taste. The Remembrance. That's right. I came to Amphorius because Black Swan asked us to come. And I even got a glance from Fu Li here. Traces of the Remembrance are also everywhere in this world. I don't know what they want.
I finally found you. Following the sound of memories. A path strider walking both.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
Erudition's prison cannot stop us, for we lie outside the logic of zeros and ones. Come, leave the cage of the mythos of Amphorius. waits for you to continue its story. When that brightest star, that star heralding a boat, so used to drifting Oh, Pathstrider, we have hurry and set off. The child of remembrance.
March? What's she doing here?
Oh, you're finally here! We haven't seen each other for such a long, long time. My good buddy, I've really, really missed you. I bet you were constantly thinking about It's been so boring waiting for you in this place. There's no one to chat with, no internet, and not even anything to eat or Now the great hero is finally here to save me. Yippee! You must have seen a lot in Amphorius during this time, right? You got... Then take your time with the storytelling. But let's get out of this spooky place first. This is not a good spot for a reunion chat. Why don't you take me back to reality? A strange voice told me that I can enter Amphorius if I keep following this road. So, let's head off.
Why does March feel so weird?
What are you standing around for? Do you actually like this place? Get moving. Hurry! This door should be the exit.
Maybe my instincts are wrong. Let's follow her first.
Are you okay? You haven't said anything for a while. Has it been so long that you're still missing me? There's no time to waste, though. The Chrysosairs and the geniuses are...
No. The discrepancy is getting worse.
No, he's not. Maybe I just happened to miss him. Never mind. Don Hung's super reliable. We don't need to worry about him.
No. The geniuses would have made sure that Don Hung made it back on the Express. Besides, the March I know.
Huh? Isn't Amphorius the world of the Chrysosairs and their hero's journey? I could figure that out in an instant.
But Amphorius cannot be observed from the outside. She couldn't possibly know about these things unless something's not right.
I guess you have something you want to say to me. Then there's no need to feel things out first. With question. As expected. A glimpse of memory is not enough to deceive the bonds of friendship forged. In that case, there's no need for further deceit. You're right. We're not the March 7th you are acquainted with. But we can send you back to Amphorius, as long as you are willing to help us. We are the Garden of Recollection. You should be very familiar with that name. Just as a reminder, while you hesitate, time is quickly ticking away in Amphorius. Working with us is the best way to stop the enemy of erudition. Erudition would treat any results unrelated to the experiment as garbage and throw them out. But we don't work like that. The Remembrance treats all these instances as important materials needed to weave the universe. Besides, this would be child's play for a great hero like you. It won't be hard at all. Also, if your plan fails and the big bad Iron Tomb manages to get out, wouldn't it be better to have an additional failsafe? As long as you help the Garden retrieve what we want, even if Iron Tomb reformats everything in the physical plane, we can use Remembrance to reconstruct. So help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out. The Master of Anastrava has already glanced at you. Don't deny it. That storybook... Say... You aren't seriously gonna be moved by their pretty words. I am the one who commanded those little ones to lead you out of the prison. But I didn't expect to attract little gnats trying to take advantage of the situation. While remembrance can help you return to Amphorius, there's no need for you to do it the way they want you to. Of course, for you, this is probably a long time no see. My dear. Shh. There's no need to say anything. I know. You have so many questions swirling around in your memories at this moment. Or do you need more proof? That won't be hard.
Wait, stop it! They're awake! I'm gonna keep our first photo, alright? It won't come to pass while we're around.
And now
The
I'm
statue. Is that Donhar's brother? Oh, did you hear that? She just called me, but I'm not here. Future is full of pain. Hey, are you sure? Maybe a couple of punches will help to jog your memory.
It's as if they all happened just yesterday, right? I don't want to lie to you, which is why I will not use her name. The third month of Amphorius is the month reserved for the Veil of Evernight. So, place me into your memory using the name Evernight for now. I'm happy to explain more, just not now. We might have a lot of time to ourselves, but Amphorius does not have that luxury. If we do not stop erudition and destruction, then the journey you've treasured so much will face the prelude to its obliteration. A countdown not in amber. So, take this gift, this burning core flame, this footnote of a transaction. It contains hope, and the warmth of the entire world, ripples of past reverie. She hid this fire in the long river of time, hoping that her wish now, take it. And return with it, dear friend. Return to Amphorius, witness the time that stood still for the Deliverer, and the resistance that never bowed to the destiny of destruction. Then, with this core flame blessed by the remembrance, respond to their hopes, and I will silently watch in a corner of time. I believe the wait won't be too long.
What exactly?
Keep going. Keep trailblazing. For Amphorius. For you. And for the March 7th in your memories. Go forth.
Is this Akima? No one's here. And the... Am I too late? Deja vu. The chrono.
There's so much I wanted to say for our reunion. Yet now that you're back, there's... Welcome back, friend. It's been such a long... You must be really confused right now, aren't you? But don't worry. The Deliverer can't afford to be lost, no? Now, please follow me, and turn the pages of time, and I'll tell you the story of this 1000-year journey. That way...
Cyrene can't hear me?
Look, the scenery of the past has resurfaced.
Time flies. 200 years have passed since the Deliverer's fall.
We had to return 3 core flames of law, romance, and ocean. Terravox has fallen. The 2 geniuses vanished without a trace, and cerydra?
Era Nova will come, and Amphorius will fall into the...
It seems the key to rewriting the end once again lies in the according to the instructions left behind by those 2 geniuses, we must get it in.
But we need to find a way to hide the cool flame. And we must buy enough time.
About that, Rini might have some. She had that dream again last night. But the Titan's voice was. She said, pass the flame in.
Is that a prophecy from Orynyx? She chose to side with humanity this time. It seems Amphorius' fate isn't sealed.
You're right. History has changed. Humans and Titan, perhaps a relay across the ages.
Unfortunately, life will never go smoothly. Leiden's army is all that, like Kyrgyz.
Light calendar 3960. That same year, Cerydra the Imperator was assassinated, after which Aglaia the Goldweaver took command. Thus speaking. Come, this way.
The eternal holy city. The memorial palace. It's time you learned the cost of refusal. Where is...
You really don't forget. You can't kill the Chrysos as mentioned in the prophecy, because...
I have never denied, which is why I now place my hope in the faithful. Now then, I'll be cutting open your chests and using your...
Leave this to me, Lady Aglaia. You must get away now.
No, Holy Maiden.
What?
His conspiracy won't succeed. Because romance is ready to make its name is solidarity. You must escape with your life, just as the Imperator lit the torch of resistance with her death. Take good care of it. Guide it to the future.
50 years later, Lygus led his forces again to Akama. He charged directly into the Holy City, and 90,000 brave souls gave their lives for Akama that day, including their fearless...
Go forth, Deliverer.
go. When the frost melts and
So what you're saying is... she just left. Like that.
Since Cass has made up her mind, we can't let her resolve be in vain.
But... between staying in Akama and going to Styx, I'm against relocating. With Kefali's protection, isn't Akama fun?
Cass's plan doesn't involve any relocation at all.
Huh?
Like you said, Alchema is humanity's refuge. We never it's just on Cass, hysilens, and me to prepare the final trump card for the Deliverer.
Wait, what kind of trump card needs all
We must lay down the path to the future, so when the Deliverer Styxia sits where death meets the ocean, and the demigod of death will forever guard that secret path and...
We all know Lygus will set his sights on the vortex of Genesis.
That's exactly why we have to do this.
Guess I
And Cypher, we need you to head to Castrum Crem. The prophesized Crown Prince has already been born. He shall become the new defender of
You don't need to worry. I just came back from Castrum Kremnos. Only a step ahead.
Treeby, something's flying towards Akama, and it's really... Ah! What is it?
It's the Kremnoans. They're
with the protection of the demigods Trebios and Cyphera, Akama endured wave after wave of warfare, though just barely. Castorus chose Styxia as the last. Soon after, Trebios departed on a long journey. That same year, the Kremnoan king Euripon, along with his...
Go on, and see you tomorrow.
Breaking me apart buys this world even one more second. And so be it.
But it's gonna hurt a lot!
Pain brings endless torment. I believe that you were thinking the same thing when you stepped through the gate of infinity and jumped off.
Can't...
In the current situation, this is the split my soul into 5 pieces. For let the blade of strife hang forever overhead. There's no need to be sad, Lady Trebios. In this life, my people no longer have to drown in false guidance. Kremnos has washed the blood off its fate. Euphorius no longer needs a god named Strife. So let me shout.
We... understand.
By the way, the 7 sages from Grove of Epiphany are already en route. They'll arrive in waves to join the... He has extraordinary insight and fears no sacrifice. Watch over him. Carry on this everlasting...
Through Anaxagoras' ritual, the demigod of strife split his soul into 5. Courage, the people held a 10-day funeral to mourn their fallen god king. And through his sacrifice, humanity was granted...
Keep moving forward. My blood will pave the road ahead for you.
Keep moving forward, little Gray. See you tomorrow.
That seamstress wasn't wrong when she said a lie needs more lies to keep it together.
Reason and trickery. Never thought we'd be the pair to finish this final setup.
Can't catch that Tin Man without your little slides. Besides, This is our last shot.
Don't oversimplify it. Lycus just found out Akima's been an empty shell for the past 50 years. He's bound to be furious.
That's exactly what we want. Rage blinds even the brightest minds. Doesn't matter how much of a... You trigger your alchemy with a boom and turn him into a caged beast.
Easier said than done. You still have to pass yourself off as the deliverer without anyone catching on. And you really think a human alchemical array can bind a godlike being? That's just...
What? Getting cold feet? Or... you just don't... Just tell me straight. Can you do it or not?
Of course I can. And it'll be child's play. But I've got two conditions. Since this is the final act, if we're doing it...
Oh, I'm...
First, shift the battlefield to the vortex of Genesis. It would be more convincing if the Deliverer were to appear there. Besides, the vortex is cut off from the world. No place in Amphorius makes a better prison.
If you pull that, wouldn't our Deliverer have to face...
That clash is inevitable. All we can do is create more chances for her. And that's the second condition. The vortex belongs to Fagusa in the first place, remember? And there happens to be a demigod of ocean among the few survivors in the world. Loop hysilens in. Let her join the final act. I'll transmute myself into a philosopher's stone and embed myself into the formula. And when the time comes, she needs to shatter me and scatter that stone's ashes into the ocean within the vortex.
I guess people weren't wrong when they said you're insane, Grove Boy.
I've got no idea how to outwit a reclusive genius. But making an anti-Catheran suffer? The demigod of reason has 10,000 ways to do just that. And what I just mentioned was one of them.
So what exactly does your formula do?
Now that would spoil the climax, wouldn't it? By now, Hyacinth must have completed the Sky People's ritual. Since that Theoros loves a good performance as much as I do, let's make sure he enjoys our show to the fullest. As for how the Deliverer will complete the Era Nova, well, that will no longer be our concern.
It was the last battle known to the world, initiated by two demigods least suited for war. In the end, reason and trickery kept their word. At the cost of their lives, they sealed Lygus within the vortex of Genesis.
Go forth. Finish the greatness left undone.
Quit overthinking! Just run! Keep running. That'll be enough.
Irie? It's dead quiet here. Akima will stand eternal. Miss Cypher's lies. But it's all right, because all of us have fulfilled our purpose by now. When the Deliverer returns, no matter where she is, sky will turn clear, and a rainbow bridge will rise. Sairi, this arduous relay is finally nearing its end. Now, I'm passing the final baton of fate to you, okay? No, that's not quite right. After all, it was you and her who lit the first spark of this journey, wasn't it?
I'll tell you the story of this 1,000-year journey. That way, it won't just be my memories alone. And I'll share the moments I spent with you with everyone. That way, the path we walked becomes a memory shared by all. People will know that there's nothing left to chase. Amphorius is already welcome. Just like I said, this won't be harder than the last time. Right? I wonder what kind of expression you're wearing right now. Probably the same as always. Calm, resolute, and brimming with confidence. If I have the chance, I'd love to see it again. Because it's really been far too long since we parted. Someone as sharp as you must have realized by now that this isn't reality, but a maze of time. As the last link in the relay, I will return to the Temple of the Three Fates, tell Orynyx all of our stories, and then may it set sail in peace, drift down the river of time along with the core. Just like the first time we met, right? Even though this cycle has no demigod of time, time has always stood on human. This is the only way to make sure that the Era Nova won't happen before you return, and the only way I can safely entrust the completed final flame. After all, the new world will be born from your memories, and the protagonist. I believe you will never let us down. Just like always. Do you remember when Finan sent us back to the beginning? When you and I got separated? That's what memory is. It may wear down and fade in the river of time, but it never truly leaves. When that hidden corner of the heart is, so don't worry. Let the 33,550,337th Flame Chase journey become part of you too. I've gotten a lot better at it with the experience from the last time. Next, you will head to Styxia and find the Vortex's entrance guarded by the demigod of Ocean before charging toward the final battlefield. Don't worry. I'll be with you. All of us will. Even Finan. So say a short goodbye, then set off, just like we promised at the start. Toss away all unnecessary worries and troubles, and bring our smiles and determination into tomorrow.
The last baton. I wonder how long you'll have to wait before passing it on to her.
No matter how long it takes, it's okay. Waiting is what I do best. After all, it took 33 million cycles for her to arrive in our world. What's a few moments more?